Hi everyone. Okay, so this live will definitely not be for everybody. So, I'm going to talk about something that's a little strange to some. Some people are already familiar with it. This, like I said, this live will not resonate with everyone, so I'm not here to please everyone. I'm here to talk about something very different, I'm talking about something very different, very valuable to humankind. And hi everybody, I love you guys. Like I said, if you guys just tuned in, this live is not for everyone. It's not going to be for everyone. Not everyone's going to be like, oh, great, awesome. She's talking about aliens, right? So, if you're not interested, you don't want to know nothing about it, then this live is not for you. This is not your world, and this is, I'm going to be talking to a few people here. So when I talk about aliens, a lot of people ask me, like, how do you know the things that you know? How do you, how do you predict things? How do you know my life? Like, how do you pick up energy? How do you get messages? So I'm gonna say something. So yeah, a lot of messages that I might be getting, they could be from spirit. They could be from my spirit guides, and they are. But what if I told you that the messages that I get and the way I can see these psychic things and the way that I know people's futures is coming from aliens? I know, it sounds crazy. So you guys call it aliens, I call it extra dimensional beings, right? So I call it my starseed family. So I believe that all of us are descendants of some form or another of another extraterrestrial being, right? So I feel like they're extra dimensional beings. These are so it's gonna sound crazy, but so now when I say that I get messages, it's for my higher self. It's like me in the future talking to me now. Okay, so everybody here can connect to their higher self, right? Their higher self is like somebody who's like, it's you in the future, basically. I've been having a lot of dreams, a lot of things going on telling me that I'm connected to a certain specific starseed family, that a certain starseed family is connecting with me, and that they're literally about to come and introduce themselves to me. So when I'm doing tarot readings and all that stuff, no, aliens, listen, okay. So when we see ghosts, right, when people say they see ghosts or they see demons, right, a lot of people, when they explain demons, they explain them with 3 fingers, and they explain them to have like a weird face, and they're like dark. So remember, there's positive and negative energy, right? So the positive energy will always appear as a light, as an orb, right? So that's like Pleiadians, right? Like that would be like a certain specific type of dimensional being. Those are like Pleiadians. And the dark energy, which is another form of aliens, they come to us in a dark form, right? But just remember that it's always for a purpose, right? So there's always going to be those dark energies that try to come around you and just take advantage of you. Yeah, there's energy vampires, and those are extra dimensional beings from other dimensions. They're not ghosts. They're not. Why am I doing this? Because I just been feeling like I need to do this. And whether I said, a lot of people are gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But it's okay, because this is what I am experiencing. So I cannot hold it in anymore. I have to explain, and I have to share my experiences with people. Is that every single day I will go do readings with people and sit down with them, and I will shock myself as to how do I know exactly what is going on with these people. Like, I will point out their fears, their worries, their anxieties, because when I connect to my starseed family, my spirit guides, which I believe are an extra dimensional being from the future or wherever, and every time I connect with them and I do readings, it's funny because people are like, how the fuck do you know exactly what's in my deepest, darkest fears? Because when I do readings, I ask Archangel Raphael, who is considered an angel but is a light being, who's a healer from a race of the master healers. Let me explain something to you. I had a bad shoulder, right? A terrible shoulder. Maybe like 2-3 days ago, maybe like 2-3 days ago, my shoulder, right, it started When I say killing me, I was like, I couldn't even move it, right? I couldn't even move my shoulder. I was like, oh God, my shoulder, because I was doing like readings and working, and my arm was killing me. Now, every time something's wrong with me, whether I'm not feeling well, something's wrong with me, I always say, Master Healers, can you please come in and heal me, please, while I'm sleeping? I wake up the next day and the shit is gone because they come in and they help me. That's why I want people to hear this message. You look, and as I'm saying that, the wind is picking up big time. You have, when they say you have the ability to heal yourself, what it is when you tap into and believe that someone is assisting you with healing yourself, even others. My mom has been sick, and she's like, how did you do that? Like, she was sick. She was like, when I say she was sick, she was throwing up, not feeling good. I got on top of her. I put my hands over her head, and all I did was imagine the master healers. I asked them in my head, because they communicate telepathically. You don't got to say it out loud. I asked them in my head, can you please come in and help me to heal my mother right now? And I put my hands over her head. Not kidding you, 5 minutes later, she got up and started vomiting like the exorcist. All of a sudden, she felt like nothing happened. She's like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, I healed you. And she's like, that's not even funny. Like, I've done it to my aunts, I've done it to my friends, I've done it to people, not even being next to them, being like, she said, like, one of my friends, I got a headache, it's not going away. And I was on FaceTime with her, and I said, close your eyes and just imagine that my hands are over your head. So I did that, and her fucking headache went away, right? So everybody has the ability to do this. That's why I tell people, if you don't feel good, your head hurts or something, just try it. Just put your hands over your head and just imagine that someone is coming in energetically to assist you heal that, okay? A lot of people are gonna be like, what are you talking about? It doesn't matter, because those people that will use this, their lives will change. I, like, literally, like, listen, if you have something that you need to make a decision, whether it's business, career, love, anything, if you want to know if someone's good for you, let's say you just met a girl or a guy and you want to know, is this person good for me? Sit down, do what the shamans do. The shamans will sit with themselves, put their hands on their heart, and they will rub their heart like so, and they will say, is this decision good for me? Before the question is finished being asked, the answer will come into your mind. Your intuition, it comes in here, okay? It's all in your mind. So when you hear a thought, let's say you're driving down the road, right, out of nowhere, and you're like, and then all these thoughts come into your head. You know that's not you talking to yourself. That's your intuition. That's somebody. That's spirit. That's an angel. That's however you want to perceive it, guys. Whatever you want. If you want to see them as angels, you want to see them as people who passed on, you want to see them as light beings, whatever it is, just remember, when everybody's over here saying, oh, you know, spirit, these are your future selves talking to you, because humanity is being assisted every single day. When they try to let out the nuclear weapon, I don't know if anybody even looks into HARP and all that stuff, and if you see right now what's going on with Wayfair selling children and all of this stuff, this is all real. So I'm gonna let you know right now, when you have the media telling you to hate someone over and over again, never listen to it, because we are being assisted right now. So don't fear nothing, because at the end of the day, let me explain something to you. Whether there's bad guys or good guys, there's always gonna be those light beings that are coming in to help us. Why? Because we're descendants of aliens, okay? That's our future, okay? When they say ancestors, all that stuff, that's who do you think they were talking to when the Native Americans and everybody was like, the star people came from the sky and they gave us a message? They made us believe that all of this stuff was evil. They made us believe it. You know why? Because they do not want us. Who's they? I don't know who they are. Maybe there's some form of, I believe, some form of aliens that came down to try to stop humanity from growing, because there was Enki and Enlil. If you know about the two brothers who came down to mine gold over here on Earth, and when they came down to mine gold, Enlil did not want human society being slaves, so he went and took us and advanced us and fixed us up. They were an alien race. Look at the ancient Egyptian scriptures and you'll see them, a lot of them with snakes on their head, and they made us believe that Adam and Eve and the serpent. No, actually the serpent is what gave us the wisdom, and the wisdom is what they didn't want us to have. So what they did was they hid all of this wisdom from us. Do you understand? So they made us believe, oh my God, Eve ate the apple. Listen, we are all basing life off of Christianity, and Christianity is like, I'm sorry, but it's like made up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's totally made up. Like, some things in the Bible might be real, but I'm going to tell you right now, don't ever read the Bible. Read the Gospels, the Luke, John, Thomas, the Enoch. Read those Gospels. I will tell you right now, everything that you're doing because you were trained that way. So that's why it's so important for you to untrain your brain and to believe in yourself and to really know that you are powerful. You have powers. Why do you think you see all these people, fucking mentalists and hypnotists? What do you think? They tapped into a part of themselves that we all have innately, intuitively inside of us. Believe me when I tell you, because I'm doing it every single day. I do it. I go to a barbecue with 8 to 10 people, sit down and do readings for them, and every single one of them starts to bawl out crying, saying, how the fuck did you know that about me? It's not because I'm special. It's because I tapped into it. I meditate every single day. I ask spirit guides, I ask the alien extra dimensional beings, my starseed family, because you all have children somewhere else. Believe me, I know it sounds crazy. Listen, I don't give a fuck how crazy it sounds. Those people who understand, they understand for a reason, because you've been feeling it. Why do I feel like the black sheep? Why do I feel like I don't fit in? Why do I feel like I don't belong here? All of those questions you have about feeling like why you don't belong here, why are you the black sheep, why don't you fit in with your family? Maybe you don't come from that family originally. Maybe you were sent down into this family to teach, learn, or heal some lessons about you, or did you ever think for a second that maybe that everybody who feels like, there's so many of us that feel like, why are we here? What are we doing here? We're figuring that out because we were sent here for a mission, for a purpose. I know that for a fact because I know since I was little, I always thought I was sent here for a mission, for a purpose. That is not for no reason. Somebody doesn't go their whole lives. Listen, there's crazy people, and then there's people who people think are crazy and actually know things and are saying things out loud that sound crazy to us because we were programmed and trained to believe what they want us to believe. Every single one of you is programmed. If you don't see what's going on, these websites, Pizzagate got caught. They caught Pizzagate where they were trying to sell all those children through Pizzagate, and now they're doing it through Wayfair, through Walmart. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Out here, there's good and there's evil, but the point is you have to have faith in humanity. You have to remain positive. Even if you're an empath and you feel all the pain of the world, it is up to you to remain positive and have faith. Understand that the powers that be, whoever they are, they're always going to try to bring us down. So the point is for you not to feed into their violence, their hate black people, hate white people, hate Jewish, hate Muslim, religion, race, all that. We were taught to separate that. We never were born. When we were born and we saw each other and it was different colors and all that, we never looked at each other. We just thought another human. Today we were programmed to believe that we should dislike Jewish people, dislike white people, dislike black people. We were taught that. We were trained for that, okay? Nobody here was ever born racist, prejudiced. When you were a kid, did you ever, like a child, until somebody told you to look at someone and be like, until someone told you, oh, Muslim people are like this, Jewish people are like this. You never hated another race. You see every day children playing with each other with no judgment. When they hit a certain age, that 7-year age, that beta state where their brain is now, listen, up until the age of 8 years old, it is very important to watch what you train your children, to watch what you tell them, because if you notice, every psychic person ever in the world always says, when I turned 8 years old, I lost it. Every kid, and me too, when I turned 8, I lost it. I saw things when I was up until 8 years old all the time. I used to see beings, people. I used to see light beings when I was little, and then I turned 8 and all of a sudden something in my brain just clicked and I stopped seeing it. Everybody knows by the age of 8 is when all kids lose psychic abilities. Why? Because that's when their brain, it got trained. That's it. Now we go to school, we're taught history is a lie. Okay? School is a fucking, when I was in school, did anybody else ever feel like this? When I was in school, I'll be like, why the fuck are they teaching me this? I don't care. Why am I learning this? Did anybody ever sit down in school and say, what the fuck is this about? I don't understand. Why am I here and what am I doing here? Because if you are a person who has a brain that thinks the way it was supposed to think before they was conditioned to think a certain way, you will sit there and you will say, what the fuck is this about? You will not understand anything that's going on, not because you're stupid, but because that's stupid. So people that are in school that are sitting there like, I can't get this, I don't understand, like math and all that, and I used to sit there and be like, this is so like pointless. I used to always say that, and I would skip school all the time. And even though I graduated and all that, I forced myself to, because I skipped school and all that, because when I would be in there, I'd be like, why the fuck am I here? What is school really about? When we put our children in school, if you ever notice, their creativity gets down, all of a sudden they start getting depressed, they have issues, they're being bullied. Why? Because school really conditions us. Like, anybody else got the emails about their children talking about how to talk to your kids about racism? What the fuck is you talking about? Did you even read some of the shit that they're sending us? Listen to me. I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to be happy in this world, and it took me till I'm 37 years old. I'm 37 today. Don't let it take you that long. Don't let it take you this long to fucking wake up and realize that you're being conditioned and the government and all that. Don't let none of that scare you. Like, I'm going to tell you right now. Do I think COVID is real? Do I think any of this is real? What I think is there's something going on, yes, but what they're telling us, I will never believe what COVID-19 website, the government on TV, those 5 fucking news networks that are controlled by the one fucking government. Yo, listen, man, this is a practice to see how much of a sheep we are. Like, this is, you got to understand that they're trying to hide something bigger going on. So what they do is they put something in our face to scare us, and we're so focused on that, and yet we're not seeing all the things that are going on behind it right now. So all of these pedophiles, you people are like, Joe Biden, he's a pedophile. He rapes children. He eats children. You ever heard of adrenochrome? Anybody ever hear of that, where they sacrifice little children? And these are, like, if you're going to tell me that these are human beings, bro, they're not just human beings. There's definitely 100% some form of alien race that came down. Like, you you could say the reptilian race, whatever. Reptiles, they eat meat and all that shit, right? But they use that blood from a child, the adrenochrome. And when a child is being tortured a certain specific way, and these elites do it all, Joe Biden is one of them, Hillary is one of them, Clintons are one of them, believe me when I tell you, because they have pictures of her being at spirit cooking dinners. I don't know if anybody knows what spirit cooking dinners are. That's when they take a human body and everybody sits there and eats off of it. And they had a mock spirit dinner, and all of those elite bitches and motherfuckers was there, and they were all eating like a fake human cake. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what is so attractive about eating it's called art. They call it art. Are you joking me? That's art. Obama too. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me explain something to you. If you just seen on Wayfair, I posted on Wayfair, they have carpet for sale, $25,000, one left, sold now. Then they had another picture of a little girl, and she's standing there, a little Asian girl, and they're like, shirt, $27,000. Size 8, buy now, will deliver. Like, do you think that this is a game? You think it's a game? You think you could trust any of these politicians? You really gonna go out there and believe that all of this shit that they're putting on us right now with the race war and the COVID and all that, you don't think that this is all a plot? Thank you. And I just woke up and I was like, I gotta do this. So you don't think that this is all a plot to condition us even further, to see who will be the sheep? They want to see how many of us will really listen to them. And let me tell you something, when that vaccine comes out from your fucking Draco reptilian master Bill Gates, and you sit there and you take that vaccine and you think that you're gonna be good after that, you have just been shipped and implanted, okay? That is the mark of the beast, as they say. So you could look at it as Bible, evil, Satan. Let me tell you something. It ain't no Bible, evil, Satan. It's the good aliens, the bad aliens, and humans. And we're right in the middle of it. You ever heard there's a spiritual war going on between us? We're stuck in the middle. That's what's going on. So when they try to explode that missile, I don't know if any of you guys know that, but the next plan that they have for us is to tell us aliens are attacking us. We have to hide from them. We have to attack them back. This is their next plan. So just be prepared for that. When they come out on aliens are attacking us, when meanwhile they're going to try, just like in the Native American times, the Mayans, the aliens are going to try to come down and guide us and help us. And what they're going to do, if you don't see all of the UFO activity, I have posted how many times I'm meditating and I see UFO activity right on top of my fucking house, right by my room, bro. It looks like a portal and they're like calling us. Like, listen, let me explain something to you. All of this stuff that's going on right now, they have a plan. Something is happening, but don't have fear, and that is the point. You cannot have fear. Project Bluebeam, all that stuff. They had Project Blue. They had where they were trying to set off the nuclear bomb, and they say that Pleiadians, which is the light beam, so when you see ghosts, it's like a orb. It's like an orb when you see like the light beings, right? Like I said, and when it's dark beings, they come to you in dark form. So when people are like, oh my God, it was a ghost. He came in my room and he was dark and no, that's just a dark entity from another dimension coming in to see what they want to. They're curious about us, because if they created us in some form or another, I'm sure some of them went bad all the way, right? So all they did was come here and try to show us the negative and the positive. That's why I always say there's no evil and good. It's negative and positive. Stop thinking that Satan is the reason why we all make mistakes. Oh my God, the devil is... Bitch, no, that's you taking in that energy and you're feeding it and feeding it, because they feed off of us. That's why they're called energy vampires. But when they tried to set off that nuclear bomb, this is a true fact. I'm not making this up out of my ass. It ain't a conspiracy theory, okay? Go check it out, okay? Look up Fifth Encounter, Alien Encounters of the Fifth Kind. It's a documentary that my man's made from the CIA. He's nice with it, right? And he has a C5 contact thing, which I'm going to do with other people, which is to connect with aliens. He took pictures. He has thousands of proof. Like, I'm a proof kind of person. I work off compassion and evidence, okay? That's my theory. Compassion and evidence. I have compassion, but if there's no evidence, I'm not going to believe it, period. And I've done the research for 10, 15 years now. I'm not kidding you. When they try to blow up this world, literally, because they've tried it several times, right? Why would they do that? Because, motherfucker, they want to take over and start their own new world order. That's the new world order. When they try to do that, they literally have way more advanced systems than us. We are not even like this close to them. Like, remember, we're their babies. They made us. So we are not, we are nowhere close to them. Everything, okay, that movie, they stopped the nuclear bomb. Basically, they shut the button off from the skies, and yeah, people are like, whatever. No, believe it or not, HAARP is a real thing. They control the weather. So when you see there's earthquakes and stuff like that, I find it funny that whenever there's like a big event or something like that, why all of a sudden do they create like some kind of weather distraction or whatever to keep us in the house? Like, there's something going on, easily they pile it down with snow. You've seen the snow shit where people were burning the snow and the snow wasn't real. You've seen that. Snow melts. It's water. It's water. Why isn't the snow melting? I'm so confused right now. Wait a minute. Like, you never tried that experiment? You take the snow, you put it in your hand, you take the lighter and burn it, and it turns black. It turns like it's almost like a cottony thing. There's a movie called Close Encounters of the Third Kind. A guy from the CIA who like left the CIA, he made that movie with Steven Spielberg. Go watch that movie. They said the guy from Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, the documentary that he made, he said that movie to a T is exactly what happened in Project Blue Book. Okay, they had interviews with aliens. You don't have to believe it. It's okay. If you don't believe it, I am so sorry for you. I really am. I'm sorry for you, because I know for a fact, because I connect with my Starseed family every single day. I talk to them every day. I'll sit out here. Listen, this shit could sound crazy as fuck to you, and I don't care. The other day, it was raining right in front of my house, and I was meditating right here, right? So like, this is where I was meditating right here, and this is where it was raining right here. So it's like right next to me, right? So I'm right here, and this is right here. You see, it was raining right there. So I'm sitting here, and in my mind, I was imagining the rain not touching me, because the rain was like coming towards me. And as I was doing that, I kid you fucking not, I kid you not, the rain was going here, but not touching me, okay? I will read tarot cards outside. It will be windy. My cards will not move. I mean, Am I a magician? Do I have powers? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now. We all have it. It's just because if we ask for it and we really connect and we ask, our spirit guides are nothing but aliens. Okay? You call them aliens. I call them interdimensional beings. I call it extra dimensional beings. There's interdimensional, there's extra dimensional. Interdimensional kind of could connect with us. Extra dimensional are harder to connect with because they're in a whole nother level playing field, right? So they choose you. They choose you. Yeah, there's a lot of land here. They choose, and that's why I'm telling you, this is why I connect so easily here, because I'm around a lot of nature and a lot of like privacy. So over here, they know they could come and nobody's really gonna see them. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll be up in the sky in their little UFO and nobody notices them. Nobody notices them. But you see, Brian said, I have faith that things are major changes in a good way. Every time I see a angel number, they always tell me, have faith in humanity because we are going to do good for you. They are doing good for us. This is why they want us all to raise our vibrations and to meditate and to connect with them and to thank them and to be grateful because they want to make it better for us. Listen, all these elite things that's going on, they will all be exposed. I promise you that right now. I know everybody hates President Trump. I know you do. Listen, I understand why, because you think he's a racist and all that. I don't know anything. I don't know. I can't believe anything that's true. But I will tell you that the media has a surefire way of doing what they did to JFK, how they murdered that motherfucker the second he was about to tell everybody the truth. Because if you watch that last speech that JFK did, it was almost like a Trump speech. Like, look, motherfucker, this is what's going on. There's secret societies and we shouldn't be keeping secrets from our people. They shot him. I'm surprised Trump's not dead yet because of all the secrets that he exposed. If you ever watched the Trump dinner when he's talking and Hillary Clinton is right there, he said, you know, I'm surprised that Hillary Clinton is talking about people taking over countries in like where's that country that where was it? And he said, I'm surprised when she's took over them herself, and they have like proof of her going there with. Listen, I can't, like, today it's just like all these people that you think are saints and holy people will be exposed. There's a guy called Mateos de Stefanos. Mateos de Stefanos. And he's on YouTube. You could check him out. And he says since he was little, he was connected to interdimensional beings, extra dimensional beings. And they told him one time that he has to go at a certain time because there's portals all over the world. We have portals everywhere. What do you think the Mayans and ancient Egyptians were like? We can explore. We can get out of here. They didn't literally like fly to a ship. They went through portals. Believe you, there's portals. Believe me when I tell you. That's why when you go to certain mountains and stuff and you pick up crystals from there, there's so much energy in them and you can use them for your benefit. Is because they come from a portal. Like, and they come from a place that's high energy, high vibration. Because, you know, Nikola Tesla said it. All the world is vibration. All the world is energy. All of these great people that you look up to, that we all think about, and the people that are not, like, lifted up like Nikola Tesla. Like, his shit was stolen. His shit was stolen by, guess who? By fucking Bush's like family. Back in the day, the Bush family stole all of Nikola Tesla's blueprints and they try to use his good doing energy for the bad. Do you understand why they stopped Nikola Tesla? He was about to create free energy for everybody. Does everybody know that? You know that big tower they show when they show Nikola Tesla, and it's that big tower and all those things are coming out of it? He was about to create free energy for all of us. He was like this close to doing it. And when he did, they went in, stole his shit, and was like, no, we got to charge people for this. We got to make this money. And so he didn't want to make money. He just wanted people to have free energy. Nikola Tesla was another one. You feel a lot of the great people out there that are trying to do good for the world, they turn it around on them. Oh, this person is crazy. Oh, they're psychotic. They have issues. Every single person that tried to do good in this world. Do you know that Thomas Edison stole, like, you know, okay, so everybody thinks Thomas Edison invented everything. He did not. What he did was he patented the ideas. There's a difference between actually inventing them and patenting them. When you patent them, it's yours. Like, he went like this. He saw a bunch of people inventing a bunch of cool shit, and he was like, oh, cool. This is a fact. Look it up. Thomas Edison only patented these ideas, not invented them, okay? He didn't invent electricity. Nikola Tesla did. He patented his idea. What he did was he found out about all these people and their secrets and all the ideas that they had. And what he did was he made it legal on paperwork and patented them. He patented them. So he stole everybody's ideas and came out and said, I invented everything because I'm Thomas Edison. Get the fuck out of here. Are you joking me? What a fucking liar. 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 History, if you believe history and when you're in school and they tell you about history, if you're like, oh my God, yeah, Columbus sailed the ocean blue, honey. Columbus sailed the ocean blue, babe. Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. Bullshit. Columbus didn't sail nothing. The fucking Native Americans knew about all that shit before he came in there. They gotta give credit to the white man. Get the fuck. Listen, I just gotta let people know to stay all the way woke, but never have fear, because fear is it is the number one lowest vibrational feeling you can have. Gratefulness, hopefulness, and faith is the highest vibration that you can have. Source, the universe, God, it works with you. I don't want to hear none of that. This is a coincidence. It's a coincidence. Life just happened. No. Whether life happened from God, whether we were created in a laboratory from aliens, I don't give a fuck. The point is we all have a purpose here. Don't ever think that you don't got a purpose in this world. I'm going to tell you right now, because if you grew up your whole life talking about, oh, definitely I feel like I have something to do here on earth. I don't feel like this job is for me. I don't feel like this family. I feel like I'm not fulfilling my life purpose. It's for a reason you're feeling that way. For a reason, because something is calling you. You're getting a higher calling to you, right? Like for me to like go out of nowhere from being like this party girl chilling, whatever, to finally being like, you know what, I'm going to live my life's purpose. I just want to say, I'm not comparing myself to Jesus or anything, but Muhammad and Jesus both started like doing their thing. Jesus was 33, right? And Muhammad was 40. Why? Because they lived their whole lives. They're like, I can't do this. It's too much pressure. You want me to change humanity? It's just too much pressure. So spirit, the universe, angels, God, whatever, waited until they were a specific age to do their thing. That's why I tell everybody, yes, you're going to go through life where you're going to experience a lot of things. You're going to want to party. You're going to want to hang out. When your spirit guides, your angels think that you're ready to finally live your life's purpose. If it is in this lifetime, if it's not, it will be in another lifetime. When they think you're ready, they will come in and assist you. But you have to ask for that assistance when you're ready. When you're ready, because believe me, until I was ready, they didn't come near me. They were like, bitch, go do you. You're fucking wild, and I'll see you later. Like, your angel, your spirit guides are like, oh, this bitch is not ready yet. Not yet. And so even now that I'm connecting, I still have another level of ascension to go on, right? So they'll see I'm ready by working on myself, eating healthy, meditating, praying, working, helping heal as many people as I can with whatever gifts I was given thus far, which I'm very grateful for. But at the end of the day, they wait for me to be completely ready, because guess what? When they show themselves to me, these extra dimensional beings, they want me to be prepared. So they keep showing me little flashes in my third eye. Like I'll lay down and I'll see little flashes of different beings. And, they just want to see, is she scared? Is she not scared? That time I had the moment in my room where I saw all of these different things in my room. When I tell you what I saw, it was like a holographic image of different, I can't explain it to you. What I can tell you that it was fucking, if somebody else would have saw it, they would have died of a heart attack. It was a lot. But they did that for a reason, to test me, to see if I would. No, I can't. But I sat there and watched, and I was just like, I couldn't even move. I was looking around like there was a whole movie being played out in my room, and I'm looking around and I'm like, what the fuck? But today they're waiting for me to be ready for the next ascension, because they are going to wait for you to be ready, you guys. They are waiting for you to be ready. They're waiting for all of us to be ready. They don't want to pressure us. They're not here. You know that saying, free will? That's just a term for you guys to be ready for your life's purpose, ready for the change, ready for the different life that you're going to live. You are being programmed every day. Don't let that scare you. Let it be a wake-up call. Let it be a warning as to, like, don't let your brain be programmed any further. That's why when you ever hear hi guys, you ever hear when they say to you, like, they say, oh, everybody who meditates and everybody who does this spiritual stuff, they always say you have to become no one to become somebody again. You know why they say that, right? It's like you have to kill every conditional program thought that was put into your mind so that you can become the true version of yourself, this person that you were born to be. This is why they tell you to kill the old you and to death and rebirth. In tarot, there's one card that I love the most. It's the Scorpio card. It's a death card. It's the death and rebirth, right? You have to die, basically, not die for real, like die because then you'll just be dead, but and your conscious will still live on and your spirit still goes on, okay? Your heart will go on and on, right? So that's gonna happen, but you have to die and kill what you were programmed and conditioned to think, to then be able to recondition your mind and fix your subconscious, because most of our pain and our trauma comes from the subconscious mind, where we think that all of these things that happen to us matters, because it doesn't. This is where you carry karmic cycles with you. When you allow things from when you were younger, ego death, yes, thank you. When you allow things, right, relationship, not religion. I'm going to tell you right now, religion can be a beautiful thing. I'm going to tell you, I was born and raised a Muslim. Do I believe in God? Yes, I do. Do I believe there's a source, one source? Yes. Do I believe in the goddess? Yes, I do. Because I do truly believe that birth comes from a woman, and goddesses and a god, and God is a woman. So whether it's a woman or not, I don't even feel like there's even a gender for God. I don't even feel like God is like a thing. It's like God is like a thing. Like, you're not gonna see God and be like, oh, that's a girl or a guy. It's just feminine, masculine energy. It's feminine, masculine, right? So like, if you look at my birth chart, I have a lot of masculine in my chart, right? And yeah, and you could see the way I am. Maybe in my past life I was a man, you know what I'm saying? I came back as a woman. Must be, because I can't stand having my period. I didn't like being pregnant. That shit felt weird. Like, I feel like, I like men and women. Like, I don't know. So maybe we're all, that's why I don't make fun of like nobody who's gay or transgender or none of that, because guess what? Their spirit might be a woman and they just got brought into a guy's body. Like, whoops. God's like, whoops, my bad, sorry. wrong body, you know what I'm saying? So these people that grow up, they go, I don't know why I'm gay. They don't understand it. It's because their spirit is a woman. It's not even about gay or straight. It's about their internal spirit that comes into that body, because your spirit doesn't always have to match your body. It could have just been brought into any particular body, and you're going, like, you ever felt out of place, like you didn't belong in your own body? And I know so many people feel that way. So how do you think those people that are gay, transgender, boys that say that they knew they were a girl when they were like 3 years old, they chose that? What? How? Please explain to me how a 3-year-old chooses, I'm a girl. Are you joking me? No, this is why you cannot judge nobody. This is why I tell you, don't judge nobody, because you don't know. Their spirit is coming into a form of a body where they needed to learn a lesson. So maybe in their past life they did something. Maybe they did something to a gay person or a transgender, and they had to come back in this body, in this spirit, to learn a lesson to never do that again. You understand? So when you do things in your past lives, and you do things and you come back here to fulfill karma, you probably did something that has to do with that karma. So a murderer might come back as a victim this time. A victim might come back as a murderer next time, to learn the lessons, because that's all really we're doing here, is learning lessons and bringing it back to them, because they need us. Oh wow, that's crazy. And so like that's so crazy. There's like clouds and they look like swoops. It's so weird. Let me see if you could see that. That's so weird. Like, look. You see that cloud? It looks like a hook right there. It looks like it's a hook holding on. It's like weird. You see that? And look, it's like a circle cloud right there. You see that shit? Right there. You see that? Right there. Like right there. Isn't that weird? Look, it's like an eye. It looks at it. That's what I'm saying. So always, like, I always pay attention to the clouds. I pay attention to everything, because I swear to you, the signs are everywhere. So I remember when I was going through like my spiritual awakening type of thing, I would see things like faces in the clouds a lot. And I would tell people, look up, do you see that? And they'd be like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you don't see that? The face in the cloud? They're like, yo, you're bugging. No, I'm not bugging. I guess I see what you don't see, because I awoken to it, right? So when you awaken your mind, your spirit, your being to that, you will see so many things. It is incredible. I tell people all the time, look at angel numbers. When you are on a path and you open your eyes to a certain specific path, the angels, the spirit guides, the angels, they will all come in and try to like show you in different ways. So you'll be sitting out here, let's say you're in the city and out of nowhere a fucking white butterfly just passes by. You know for a fact that white butterflies don't usually come over around there, right? So like whenever I'm outside, I'm meditating, hawks always come near me every single time, right? Somebody might say, oh, they're just there because they're always there. Nah, boo-boo. They're there because they're there, but they don't just come there every time I'm meditating or doing something like that. Come on. Like, all right, baby, bye, money. So I'm just letting you guys all know. Like, it's not just scare nobody. I'm not trying to scare nobody. Look, I'm on a cleanse, right? Look, I'm going to tell you how I'm doing my spiritual thing. So if you do want to begin anything like that, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to say, first of all, you have to forgive yourself and others. I've already made a video on this. Forgive yourself and others. You begin like that. You start with forgiveness because you have to let go. You have to let go of everything that's happened, that you did, that people did to you. You got to let it go. Because if you keep holding on to, well, my ex hurt me, my mom did this, my dad did that, you're going to live in misery for the rest of your life. Then you're going to hate your mom and your ex. And why waste your time hating anybody? Just let the shit go. Let it go. You know, clear that energy so that you can begin the process of self-healing, because self-healing starts with the self. Every forgiveness, everything that you got going on, if you live with hate in your life until the end of this lifetime, I guarantee you will come back another lifetime to learn these lessons. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, to learn these lessons, to figure out what it is that you need to forgive yourself and others for. You have to start the process of healing by first forgiving everybody else, and then you forgive yourself. Because we all make mistakes. Listen, you could say, oh, somebody was my karma. Somebody was my karma. You might have been their karma too. Don't ever think you are too good to not be somebody else's karma. You might be their karma too, boo. You definitely are somebody's karma. Trust me when I tell you. Like when I say somebody's karma, that means you put somebody through hell too. Okay? So it's not easy to let it go. I get it. But that's the problem. See, I used to be mad emotional. I used to cry over shit. Oh my God, these poor people. I can't believe this is happening. Today, I'm like, listen, I do readings and people bawl out crying in front of me all the time. Why don't I cry no more with them? Because I learned to control my emotions. Once you get control of your emotions, your life will change. Like once you get, it doesn't mean be cold-hearted. You can still feel compassion. There's a difference between empathy and sympathy. Empathy is when you feel that person's pain. You take it with you. You're like, oh, I feel it too. Oh my God. Sympathy is going, oh, that sucks. And you just like, you know, you feel bad, but you have compassion, but you're not feeling it. Because when you take on this pain, it's going to fucking ruin your life. It's going to ruin your life. You have to learn to control your emotions. Okay, so when you're controlling your emotions and you feel like you can put yourself outside of what's going on, your life will be better. I promise you. So when you see all the hurt and pain, listen, I'm telling you right now, as a person who's been molested as a child, I've seen abusive people around me. I've seen drug addiction around me. I've seen a lot of shit, and I went through a lot of shit. I didn't just, go through molestation. It happened to me for a very long time. And let me tell you something. I could be a very hateful person and hate that person for the rest of my life, but I don't. Because you know what? Hate that person. Hate those people, because it was a few people. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't. You want to know why? Because I say to myself, you know what? It's not my karma to show them the light. So when I did shadow work, I saw that 33 Albie. When I did shadow work, I saw these people in my dreams. And in my dreams, I had to say to them, you're not even worth it. And I walked away from them. So I cleared that karma. I cleared those debts. Whatever that was, whatever reason that happened to me, that hatred had to go from me, because that hatred that I was carrying inside was about to kill me. They're living their lives happy, free, chilling. Oh, yeah, I never did nothing to you. I don't know what you're talking about. Me, I was living in hatred and in pain. So what you need to understand is that when something like that happens to you, if you don't let it go, they're not going to ever... They don't acknowledge it. They don't care. A rapist never goes, oops, I raped somebody. They just... That's what they do. They're rapists. That's their job. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad to say it that way, but pedophiles, all that's what they do. They don't feel bad about it, because to them, it feels normal. So what you need to understand is you're never going to change that person's outlook. So you need to change your own outlook. Forgive them yourself. You know what? It's not even like I forgive them, I feel so bad for them. I don't feel bad for none of them, but I forgive them because they know not what they do. When Jesus was being hung on the cross or whatever, why did he say, God forgive them, they know not what they do? Not God help me. He said, God forgive them, because these motherfuckers do not know what they're doing. You must not know what you're doing. If you're that crazy to fucking hang a person on the cross for preaching peace and love. Do you understand my point? My point is to always let go and forgive other people, because at the end of the day, it will only kill you. It will kill your spirit, not theirs. They don't give a fuck. Okay? A murderer does not go, oops, I murdered. You ever see a murderer in a courtroom? They smile like, yeah, I did it. And so why would you have hatred for someone who's that fucking delusional and retarded? Do you understand? You have to learn. Forgiveness is all the way the key. Not being afraid is a big factor in moving forward in these cycles that we call karmic cycles, because we're all in the spinning wheel of a karmic cycle. It is up to you. Do you want to stay in that cycle, or do you want to release it, and do you want to move forward? Because I know for sure once I released all the pain and the regret and the anger and I should have done this, could have done that, should have done this way, my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, whatever your problem is or whatever happened to you, I know it's hard to forgive people and to move forward, but if you do not do it, you will never be happy. That I can promise you. I can promise you, if you do not forgive, let go of the past, you won't be happy. Why do you think so many people do drugs? Why do you think girls turn out to be prostitutes? Because they woke up and said, I'm going to be a drug addict. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm just going to torture myself. And they don't have fun while they're doing drugs. Listen, they might have fun the first year, but then they just become fucking ridiculous. And the same thing with prostitutes. Girls who were raped and molested when they were little. Why do you think they do this when they grow up? Because they think that in their brain it's programmed. Oh, that's the way to fix this problem that I have in my brain. Let me fix it with drugs. Let me fix it with sex. Let me become a stripper. Let me become a prostitute. It'll make me feel better about myself. And then they realize that's just a quick fix, and then it gets worse and worse, and then no matter how much they do it, they get worse and worse, and then they're sleeping with guys for $20, and then it gets worse. Like, this is not a game. That's why I'm telling you to fix your shit now. Let go, release, and heal from the past, no matter what you've been through, as hard as it might be, because I'm not sitting here preaching about forgiveness and all that, and I never been through shit. I've been through the rocks, okay? Been there, done that. Walked through hell, walked through it like I owned the shit, came out, was like, whew, that was hard, but I'm here now, and look at me telling my story, and I'm good. Everybody gets to walk through hell. It depends on, are you going to get out of it, or are you going to stay there? Walk through it and walk through. If you gotta walk through hell, walk through it like you own the shit, and let them know I ain't staying. I'm just visiting. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let them know I'm just visiting. I guess I have to do this for a little bit. I guess I have to really do this. So you walk through the bad parts of life, and you have to keep walking to get to the good. When you're in a tunnel, if it's dark, guarantee you, if you keep walking to the end, you will get to the light. You feel me? Like, you have to keep walking, though. It might look dark. You're like, oh, fuck, this is never gonna end. It's never gonna end. But I promise you, if you keep walking straight, you keep your focus on the mission, on the goal, not on the money, listen, forget about the money, all that. You have to keep your mind and body and spirit focused on a mission. Something with a purpose, because when you are focused on money and just getting money and all that, now you're talking about something that's going to bring you, listen, bad karma. Money is not, evil or none of that. It's only evil if you make it. But I'm telling you, if you keep walking straight, you will get to the light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to keep walking. You can't give up. Because as many times as I wanted to give up, trying to end it all, trying to not believing in myself, as many times as I wanted to do that, I didn't. And today, I'm going to tell you, my life's not perfect, but God, I look back and go, wow, imagine I would have just gave up and stood there where I was. Think about that for a second. Everybody here has been through something, right? Think about if you were still there right now, where you are today and where you were then. So whether you were depressed 4 years ago and you're not depressed today, you're a little less depressed today. You're a little less depressed today. You're a little bit less anxious today. If you're worse, then you need to examine the past and look at that as the worst part of it, so that this part could be easier for you. I mean, I basically am a therapist, Mike. I just don't have a license. And let me tell you something. Just because you go to school, I would never want my degree for therapy and to get licensed by a school. Ah! Get your ass out of here. Get. Fuck out of here. They be trying to attack me. I can't stand those motherfuckers. So I had to kick those fucking chickens out. I would not want to be I don't play with those chickens. Yo, that black one, the rooster, and the white one, they fucking double teamed me. I was like, oh shit, they were running after me. I'm like, those motherfuckers, yo. I'm gonna fuck these chickens up. Yo, I was about to punch that chicken in the face. I was standing there like, yo, I'm gonna fight you, yo, I swear to God. And he like jumped at me. I smacked him across the face, yo, I swear to God. I smacked the chicken across the face. I wish it was on camera. You guys would have been dying, yo. I smacked the shit out of that motherfucker. He came at me, I was like, ah! And he was like, I was like, motherfucker, I will kill you. Like, I will fucking cut your head off and eat you right now. Stop playing with me. Yo, that shit was like this close to my face. I was like, ah! I had my mom dying. Everybody was laughing hard as fuck because I punched a chicken in the face. Yo, that motherfucker looked at me like, yo, I swear when he went down and after I punched him, he got on the floor, he looked at me like, yo, what the fuck was that? I was like, that was called a punch in the face. The next one, I'm grabbing you by the neck, I'm gonna twist it off, and you see that kitchen? I'm gonna cook you some I'm gonna fry me some fresh chicken. Like, don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, those fucking chickens. I had to throw that bat. I'm like, stay away from me. They always attack me. It's so weird. Especially the two roosters, and they say like animals can sense another so this is funny because animals can sense another alpha male. Like if you're around like a pit bull or a dog that's like strong, if you're alpha female or alpha male, that dog will not test you. But if you come at it like, I'm scared, that shit will be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta like stand up and stand strong to it because it will notice another alpha male. Animals work off energy just like humans do, believe it or not. We all work off energy. So when you get around a specific animal, if they feel your strength and they feel that you're powerful, two things will either back down or try to test you. For real. No, but fucking those chickens, yo, I fucking feed them like they're like the gods, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here fucking boiling rice for crows and shit. Like, come on now. There's a deer that comes over here with her leg hurt. I show you guys all the time. My chickens, you have chickens, Linda? Chickens be humping the shit out of your arm. Thank you, that humble one. I see that because you're humble, so you know this humble. Well, I'm just going to say, all that information I just gave, I'm very happy because sometimes when Spirit's like, you need to share more of yourself to others, I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to say these things because I don't want people to think I sound crazy. I don't care because I know that the people that rock with this type of mentality, you guys like the woke ones, like whatever you want to call woke, right? Woke is like somebody who's aware of everything, but they're not afraid of anything, okay? So if you're going to call yourself woke, you can't fear anything. You could be aware of everything and know everything that's going on. I love you, Tajina. I love you, Angel Squad. Everybody, Linda, I love you guys. If you're a woke person, you have to be aware of everything, but you can't fear it. That's the difference. Like, so a person who says they're woke and they know about everything, but they're scared of it, they're like, I know about that. Oh my God, it's so scary. That's not being woke. That's being fearful, and you're just being like enslaved by the messages, by the information, by the truth. So what you need to do by being woke for real is like know it's there, be aware, know it's there, be aware, but do not have fear. Okay, so be aware, know it's there, but no fear. That's how it's got to be. You got to know, but you can't be afraid of it, because when we're afraid of things, what happens to us is we back down. We're like, it's a fight or flight situation, right? So when the body fears or if it's either gonna fight or it's gonna run away, and most people run from the truth, right? They want to hear no evil, see no evil, but they sure can speak it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta choose in between. You either hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, and just stay the fuck out of it. Don't hear no evil, but see no evil. But you say no evil, but you know what I'm saying? You can't. There's no. Listen, choose the dark or the light. You know, we're always going to have that dark aspect about us, that dark being side of us, and that's okay. But make a choice, like, already. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to go to the light, or you want to keep fucking with the darkness and be like, I might lie to this person. I might talk shit about her. I might, pretend I'm her friend or his friend in front of his face. Listen, all that gossip and shit, all that, like, jealousy, envy, all that shit, they say those are the deadly sins. It's for a reason. Gossip, jealousy, envy, fear, worry, doubt. Those are all not sins. They're just Fuck all that sins and all that. They're detrimental to your existence. They're like really bring you down. Those are low vibrational feelings. When you feel jealous about somebody, when you feel, why does it say in the Quran that if you have a bad dream to not talk to anyone about it? Because they believe if it's a bad dream, it'll come true, which is bullshit. Because let me tell you something, my dreams have been completely the opposite. Like, I'll see somebody like murdering somebody in my dream, but it'll mean the exact opposite. So it's not bullshit. It's just so I guess, like, you know, don't. Well, I could explain it like this. I would think that it's for a reason in the Quran. They say that is because if you have a bad dream and it's a fear of yours and you say it out loud, you're kind of like actualizing that fear. Like, you're kind of like giving it, you know, a pat on the back. Like, you scared me, you know. So it's kind of like, oh, I had the dream, let it go. Anytime you have a dream and you see blood in it, it erases the whole dream. So it's like means nothing. So any dream that has to do with blood, the dream was just a dream that your mind is making up inside of its head, and it's like, boom, like, you know. I see dreams, how I interpret them by seeing colors, and if you see repetitive things happen in dreams all the time, these are cycles that you need to get out of. So your dreams are showing you what cycles you're in. So if you have a dream all the time that you're in a school, I know a lot of people have had this dream, you're in a school all the time, or you're fighting a lot. This is your cycle telling you to stop fighting life, stop, like, let go a little bit. You're learning lessons right now. You're in a state of learning lessons. If you have dreams that you're shopping a lot, or you're buying clothes and clothes don't fit you, or shoes don't fit you. Shoes represent walking, destination, going. And if you have these dreams where you're walking somewhere, you're going somewhere, and you have no shoes on, that's like freedom. You're free. If you have a dream where you're trying on shoes and they don't fit, there's something about your life that you need to change. If you have a dream where you're trying on a shoe and it fits, it's really good. If you have a dream that you're getting shot, a bullet, that means news is coming towards you, right? If you have a dream that someone else is getting shot or a bullet, it could be bad news, right? If you're having dreams that you're being stabbed, this could mean that somebody is going to expose something, or you're going to know something about yourself, or something like that's going to happen. Dreams about water is every time. If you see water in a dream, if it's black water, if it's dirty water, it's something bad, right? Like, that's like emotions. A lot of emotions are going to happen, and you're going to see something bad. Let's say you have a dream about tornadoes. Look, a white butterfly is going right by me. You have dreams about tornadoes. That's emotions. A lot of fighting is going to be like, you know, drama all over the place, right? When you have dreams about any type of water, if it's clear water, let's say you have a dream about a shower, a bath, or something like that, you're cleansing yourself. That's cleansing yourself and starting a process over. You're beginning new. So anytime you have, yeah, you can tell me if you had a dream and you don't understand it. I interpret dreams very well. When you have okay, I don't know. I'm gonna say a couple more things, and I'm gonna go because I have to get ready for a client in a little bit. But I'm gonna tell you guys, if you have a dream and you wake up at night, let's say you wake up 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, right? And you don't understand what's going on, but like, sit down for a second. When you wake up, it's not just your body saying, get up, you got to go pee, or you're just waking up out of nowhere. When you wake up at times like 2:30, 3:30 a.m., 4:30 a.m., 5:30 a.m., that's called, that's like the veil is the most thinnest. The veil is thinnest between this world and that world. The dimensions are open for communication. So when you have that dream, wake up and write down what you've seen. When I have dreams, they're very vivid. I remember everything, top to bottom, and I write down the most important things, the things that stood up to me the most. So let's say you have a dream and you're in a car and it's a red car and the car is driving fast, right? And the car is driving fast and you don't understand what's going on. Write that down. Red car driving fast. Driving fast means you're trying to get somewhere too fast. You're rushing. These are simple ways to interpret your dreams. Your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones, whoever is going to show you. If you're having an issue, let's say with a relationship or something, and you see that person and in the dream they're cheating on you, and it's like your biggest fear is being realized in that dream. These are the fears that you need to control for yourself. Maybe you have trust issues that you need to fix. If you have a dream that you're walking down the aisle and you can't seem to complete the marriage, maybe you have commitment issues. You understand? Those are easy ways to interpret your dreams. All right, guys? So I have a lot of information on this. I'm going to post this on YouTube, on Instagram, everywhere. I love you guys. Thank you for being in tune with me tonight. Don't forget to tune in at 6:30, I think I said. Yeah, 6:30. I'm going to do everybody's tarot signs, everybody's signs. So remember to stay in the light, stay positive, love yourself and others, forgive yourself and others, and remember to remain in a positive state of mind. Raise your vibrations. I love you all. This is about to end. I will talk to you guys later. See you at 6:30. Love and light. Bye, guys.